Emerald Tablet 2, the Halls of Amenti. I'm going to narrate because this can get a little bit complicated if you don't know some of the history. The Halls of Amenti appears to be some place that has been excavated or blasted out into the crust of the earth, or beneath the crust of the earth to be more specific. Something that happened a while back, and above it was erected a pyramid, and the pyramid was some sort of collector of the spin or rotation of our galaxy forces and void energies that we call the void. It's probably all about spin, and harnesses that, and he built the pyramid to harness these energies and focus the ray down into the Halls of Amenti. So here it goes. Emerald Tablet number 2. Deep in the earth's heart lie the Halls of Amenti, far beneath the islands of sunken Atlantis. Halls of the dead and halls of the living, bathed in the fire of the infinite all. Far in a past time, lost in the space-time, the children of light look down on the world. See the children of men in their bondage, bound by the force that came from beyond. Knew they that only by freedom from bondage could man ever rise from the earth to the sun. Down they descended and created bodies, taking the semblance of man as their own. The masters of everything said after their forming, "We are they who were formed from the space dust, partaking of life from the infinite all, living in the world as children of men, like and yet unlike the children of men." So what appears to have happened is man was existing on earth. Some being of a higher level ascension existence saw us, and from their formless state descended down and took the semblance of man by what appears to be either being born into a body or using our bodies as a host of some sort. Don't get scared by all this, it's just a theory. And then it says, "Then for a dwelling place far beneath the earth crust, blasted great spaces they by the power." And this is the children of light, blasted great spaces. Now the Book of Enoch talks about this as well, how he got taken by the angels and saw these great blasted spaces into the earth, and the angels said that was where they kept the souls of people. Very interesting. I'll say that again. "Then for a dwelling place far beneath the crust, blasted great spaces they by their power, spaces apart from the children of men, surrounded them by forces and power, shielded from harm they the halls of the dead." It's like some soul place where souls go. Very interesting. "Side by side then placed they other spaces, filled them with life and with light from above. Builded they then the halls of Amenti." It sounds like the children of light build the halls of Amenti, and that Thoth blasted his way down to it. So I'll say it again. "Side by side then placed they other spaces, filled them with life and with light from above. Builded they then the halls of Amenti, that they might dwell eternally there, living with life to eternity's end. 32 were there of the children, sons of light, who had come among men, seeking to free from the bondage of darkness those who were bound by the force from beyond." This is very interesting. 32 children of light descended to earth, took the body and semblance of man, dwelt among us with the aim of helping us rise from our level to a higher moral understanding, an understanding of our place in the universe. And I'll keep going. "Deep in the halls of life grew a flower, flaming, expanding, driving back the night. Placed in the center a ray of great potence, life-giving, light-giving, filling the power of all who came near it. Placed they around it thrones, 32, placed for each of the children of light, placed so that they may bathe in the radiance filled with the life from the eternal light. There, time after time, they their first created bodies so that they might be filled with the spirit of light." I'll say that again. "There, time after time, they placed their first created bodies And these are the ones they need to preserve for some reason, so that they might be filled with the spirit of life. 100 out of each 1,000 years must the life-giving light flame forth on their bodies. I'll take... and there in the circle from eon to eon, which is sort of 2,000-ish years, sit the great masters, living a life not known among men. There in the halls of life they lie sleeping. Free flows their soul through the bodies of men. Time after time, while their bodies lie sleeping, incarnate they in the bodies of men, teaching and guiding onward and upward out of the darkness and into the light. There in the halls of Amenti, filled with their wisdom, known not to the races of man, living forever neath the cold fire of life, sit the children of light. Now this could be a reference to some type of metaphysics as well, but we shall see. Times there are when they awaken, come from the depth to the lights among men, infinite they among the finite. That means that from time to time they incarnate and live amongst us. He who by progress has grown from the darkness, lifted himself from the night into the light, free is he made of the halls of Amenti, free of the flower of light and of life. Guided he then by wisdom and knowledge, passes from man to the master of life. So there seems to be some ascension process where you need to progress yourself in some way, and you'll probably work it out yourself. And eventually we move from the cycle of souls and humans into what he says passes from man to the master of life. There he may dwell as one of the masters, free from the bonds of the darkness of night. You get promoted to some type of eternal status. Seated within the flower of radiance sit 7 lords from the space-time above, helping and guiding through infinite wisdom the pathway through the time of the children of men. There are 7 lords from the space-time above. This means like another dimension. I won't go into that right now. Mighty and strange they, veiled with their power, silent, all-knowing, drawing the life force, different yet one with the children of men. I, different and yet one with the children of light. That's interesting. So the 7 lords are different yet bonded to the children of men, and different yet bonded to the children of light. They seem to be some sort of cross, hybrid, for want of a better word. And then it crosses over and mentions things at the Bibles. Custodians and watchers of the force of man's bondage, ready to loose when the light has been reached. First and most mighty sits the veiled presence, Lord of Lords, the infinite 9. Now everything loops at 9. Let's do a bit of a Google thing, look up the magic of 9. It's very interesting. Under he sits the Lord of the cycles. 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. They're grouped that way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the Lord of the cycles. Each with his mission, each with his power, guiding, directing the destiny of man. I'm suspecting that these might be planets. We'll continue. There sit they, mighty and potent, free of all time and space, not of this world, yet akin to it. Elder brothers they of the children of men, judging and weighing there with the wisdom, watching the progress light among men. There before them was I led by the dweller, watching him blend with one from above. Then from he came forth a voice, saying... Now, I have to take my last comment back. It was a little out of context. It sounds very literal here, that he is being spoken to by the dweller. Watched him blend with one from above. So one of the lords from above blended with the dweller. Then he came forth, a voice saying, then from he came forth a voice saying, Great art thou Thoth among children of men. Free henceforth of the halls of Amenti, master of life among children of men. And I'll continue this in a moment.